Hello everyone. Welcome to a new Polyship challenge. Pretend to be mad to be specific. Starting with TeruShouEnnoTana, who are the main reason this challenge even exists. As always, a special thanks to my lovely patrons and all of you who still watch my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the uploads, and you can also check out the members only posts. And let's get into it, shall we? Hey, yeah, come online. Challenge time. Someone warmed up fast here. What do you mean? If everyone waited, there would be no challenges. True that. I just don't like it's you coming up with stuff. What? Why? What did I ever do? Just a feeling. Sixth sense, if you want. Whatever. What's the deal? So, I was thinking about how well we know each other with my boyfriends, right? And then I came across a video of someone testing how their partner would react if they came home upset. Like slamming the door behind them upset. And you want us to do that? Please tell me you are just joking and the challenge is something mild. Nah, that's it. I think it's great. Are you nuts? I can't do that to Suguru, he's going to have a panic attack. It's not that bad. Oh, shut up. You don't know him. Do we have to slam the door? Yes, that's a rule. Go on, no excuses. I'm going to strangle you. I'll join you if Shige panics. Right, sure. It really wasn't the best idea to let Atsumu choose the challenge. He should have believed Kyotani's bad feeling. Now he was stuck with doing something he really didn't want to, especially with Daisho. Unfortunately, he was pretty certain Terushima and Ennoshita would forgive him, and so he decided to start with them before getting into a dangerous territory. He checked the clock for at least 10th time, just to make sure Terushima was already at home when he would arrive. He also stopped by at one of the many snacks shops Terushima frequented to buy some of his favorites in case he needed to switch to damage control that evening. He's not the type to get sad because of door slamming, but one never knows. No matter what others said, and what Terushima wanted everyone to believe, there was a gentle heart under the flamboyant persona, and Tanaka would be damned if he brought it up just to hurt him. Sending a silent prayer to whatever deity was listening, he took one last deep breath before he opened the door of their home, letting it close behind him rather loudly. To add to the act, he flung his keys on the shoe rack and stomped into the living room, only catching a glimpse of Terushima's surprised glance in his direction before he headed further into the house. Well, someone's had a bad day. What happened? Tanaka ignored him and slammed the door of their bedroom behind him, although still making sure he didn't put too much strength into it to not scare Tori in the living room. Only then he risked letting out a shaky breath, his heart racing in his chest. It's fine, nothing bad happening. Now just gotta wait for a bit. He settled on the bed, drained by the whole day at work and the pretend game as well. So much so he didn't even notice the door behind him opened again, until a gentle hand squeezed his shoulder. Everything alright? Huh? Yeah, why shouldn't it be? Well, you don't usually come home slamming doors. The mattress dipped under a new weight, the warm presence behind his back working like a miracle on Tanaka's nerves. Wanna talk about it? Tanaka clenched his jaw, trying to keep up the act for just a little bit longer to make it believable, and shrugged forcefully. There's nothing to talk about. You don't have to bother. He said it perhaps a little too harshly, but what was done, no way of taking it back. Terushima sighed and then gently nudged his back. If you don't want to talk, I can at least hug you. That usually helps.
To Chica, maybe.
Yeah, and? Why wouldn't it work on you too?
Yuji.
Come on, you won't know unless you try. He gave him a soft grin, and then opened his arms in a silent invitation. Looking so hopeful and encouraging, Tanaka wouldn't have the heart to refuse even if he was actually mad. He sank into Terushima's arms, the exhaustion of dealing with stubborn clients the whole day taking over his body all at once. But it was fine. He could be open about everything with his boyfriends, even at his lowest. Thanks. He more felt than saw Terushima smile, and then grumbled contentedly when his nape got scratched exactly in the best spot. Feeling better?
Yeah, much.
That's good. He wouldn't want you grumpy the whole evening. Suguru's cooking today. Tanaka perked up.
Is he?
Yep, so you better behave. He said it in a playful manner, but Tanaka knew him well enough to recognize the gentle warning hidden in his words as well. No blues or anger by the table. That was the rule they set up when it was still only the three of them. And since Dasha joined their relationship, it was enforced double. Especially when Dasha's feeling of self-worth still very much depended on their acceptance of his cooking.
I'll do my best.
Much to Tanaka's disappointment, he soon realized he would have to put in more thought than he anticipated when it came to Ennoshita. Based on their schedules for the week, there was not a single day when he would arrive home after Ennoshita, and it was just the two of them, which were the two most important factors. The only time he could do something about the challenge was this morning, since Dasha had already left for early practice, and Yuji was appointed to accompany him to the gym. However, that still left Tanaka with less options than he would like. And on top of that, he couldn't shake off a weird feeling that haunted him since yesterday evening. What it was or why it was happening, he didn't know. But something was brewing under the surface, and he didn't like it one bit.
Hopefully it's not going to make things worse, in either direction. That wouldn't be good.
He settled by the table, thinking back to yesterday in order to find some clues about what didn't sit right with him. Everything was fine as far as he recalled. No one shouted, no one seemed sad or distraught. Even Daisha looked rested since his nightmares seemed to give him a break for once. So what was it? Why did everything suddenly feel so tense? Door opened somewhere in the house, and he quickly fixed his expression to seem upset, drumming his fingers into the table just as Ennoshita entered the living room. Surprisingly enough, Ennoshita didn't say a word to him even after he walked past him, his whole face and posture tense.
Morning.
What? Yeah, morning. Tanaka furrowed his brow, his instinct silently warning him of something.
Slept well?
No. Where's the bag I had yesterday? I put it right here. He motioned to now empty space on the kitchen counter, and Tanaka shrugged.
No idea. Suguru might have put it away to not be in the way.
Tch. Great. Now seriously weirded out, Tanaka forgot about the challenge for a while and reached for Ennoshita's hand, only for him to move out of his reach.
What's going on?
Nothing. Everything is perfectly fine. Move, I need to go.
You never leave before 7.
Well, some of us actually have to put in serious work sometimes. Trying his hardest to not take the jab personally, even though it definitely was meant to be, Tanaka pushed the bubbling need to defend his work deep down into his chest. He wouldn't help anything if he responded in kind, only made Ennoshita more agitated.
Did something happen at work?
I'm telling you, it's fine! He clenched his jaw and pushed around Tanaka without sparing him a single glance. And yet Tanaka wanted nothing more than to grab his shoulders and shake him until he got an answer. Before he could think of the best way to go about it, however, Ennoshita grabbed the bag he was looking for and marched towards the main door. Don't wait for me tonight.
Don't you have a short shift today?
The only answer he got was the door closing rather abruptly, leaving him standing alone in the now silent living room.
Welp, this isn't going to end well.
One thing Tanaka was absolutely sure of was that going for this challenge with Dashio would break everything they worked for between them. Trust, bond, everything would be shaken and possibly destroyed. Out of all the triggers they knew about so far, slamming the door was sitting on the top of the list of worst, right behind covering his mouth and going anywhere near his neck and throat. He couldn't do that to Dashio, under any circumstances. He couldn't hurt him so much, just because of a stupid challenge.
Mia can go to hell for all I care. He has no idea what it's like.
He shook his head to chase the thoughts of the challenge and Mia away, and instead focused on the warmth of their home and the soft humming from Terushima, who was just working on some new hairstyle design. It was nice to sit together in the evenings before they were too focused on dinner. Although this time they were missing Dashio, who was currently arranging some new decor in his room, and Ennoshita, who still hadn't come home from work. He frowned with the reminder of how cranky Ennoshita was in the morning, so atypical for his otherwise calm nature.
Maybe he got over it during the day. I should hope so, otherwise the whole evening is going to be real awkward.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Tilting his head, Terushima let go of the pencil and reached over the table to take his hand, making Tanaka melt inside. Still upset from before?
No, it's not that. I'm just thinking if there's something going on with Chika, you know. He's weird lately.
Terushima seemed to think about it for a while before humming. Yeah, true. He seems irritated lately, doesn't he? But he was fine when we went on that mini-golf date, no?
Yeah, but something had to happen in the meantime. He was pretty upset this morning.
Huh, really? You know, I'm wondering if it's maybe... He got interrupted by the main door swinging open rather loudly, enough to make Tori chirp in startle in her cage. Soon, hard footsteps sounded on the wooden floor, and then Ennoshita barged into the living area, not unsimilar to the morning. Except he was apparently truly mad if Tanaka could judge from his clenched jaw and dark eyes. Hey, what's wrong? Everything!
Whoa, can we...
Shut it!
He continued on into the hallway without as much as giving them a single look, and soon disappeared behind the corner. A loud bang resonated through the walls, followed by something shattering on the floor. Tanaka was on his feet in a split second, only to come to a halt when he spotted the glass shards in the hallway and Dasho standing frozen among them. Suguru? The widened, frightened eyes snapped up to him, a tiny sound escaping his mouth before he quickly knelt to the floor.
I'm sorry, I'll clean it up, just...
Wait, don't touch it. He rushed to his side and caught his wrists before he could start collecting the shards with his bare hands, only now realizing just how much he was trembling. Shh. It's okay. Don't cut yourself. Yuji!
On it!
He soon returned with a broom and a dustpan, while Tanaka carefully caressed Dasho's hands in hopes it could help him settle down his rapid breathing. It's a harmless challenge, yeah, right. Psst, harmless my ass. It's okay, no one will hurt you, I promise. Letting out a shattered breath, Dasho clung to his hand, his eyes darting between Tanaka and the door Ennoshita probably disappeared in.
What's going on?
No idea. I've never seen him like this.
Yeah, me neither.
Looks like something serious when he's willing to scare you like this. I don't think he was thinking of that, to be honest. He helped Dasho back to his feet and led him away from the source of his fright, his mind torn between the need to take care of his boyfriend and the urge to go find out what happened to Ennoshita that got him this furious. Apparently reading his thoughts, Terushima motioned to the closed and probably also locked door.
Should we investigate?
Better not right now. I don't want a screaming match. And so they focused on calming Dasho down, although parts of their minds were still on Ennoshita.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, before we get to Dasho's stuff again in TeruShouEnnoTana, I have one more plot point in mind, which is kinda important for Dasho's part as well, so you will have to survive it. Just kidding, I hope you will enjoy it as well, just like you liked the Tanaka's part in this storyline. If you have any requests or ideas, the request form is linked in the video description. See you next time!